So in our previous sessions, we understood about what is Power BI and what is Power Query. We also understood about how exactly to work on Power BI with some major components as well. We understood how to work on Power Query, right? Now we will get to core hands-on to understand what are different charts present in Power BI and how to use when and where. When we talk about visualization, right, we need to understand there are two different data types. That is, we call it as something called as categorical and something called as continuous. Mean to say, if you are dealing about category, like type of customer, retail customer, wholesale customer, that is categorical. When we talk about what is the rate, what is the age, and what is the cost, or what is the weight, what is the height, these are called as continuous data. First of all, as an analyst, we need to from now start speaking the data with either categorical and continuous, not like numbers or words, right? That is how data analysts usually communicate. In a better term, we have something called as nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. Let us not go to that extent, but at least as an analyst, we must start speaking like whether it's a categorical data or continuous data. Categorical data is having categories, continuous data is having some numbers. Now comes the question. We have huge charts in Power BI, right? Different types of charts, varieties of charts, and people keep on adding charts. You can import charts from the libraries in Power BI. Now the question comes, what kind of chart has to be used where, right? When you say that you are doing comparison, you're doing comparison between one category to other category or one data to another data, I would suggest go for bar chart or column chart. I repeat, comparison, go for bar chart or column chart. You want to see the trend over the time, right? You have previously it was this, tomorrow it is something like this, day after tomorrow it is something like this. You want to see the trend, right? Then you need to go for your line chart or area chart, right? Similarly, when you say that, okay, now I wanted to work on proportions, right? Okay, this much proportion has been covered by males, this much by females, something like that, right? So I need to go for pie chart. This is very, very important, I'm telling you. Okay, so you need to understand different types of data. I'm speaking with individual chart where, when, what to use. We will see all this practically as well. Then if you want to say like I want to see the data distribution, then go for histogram, right? And you want to see from geographical insights, then go for maps. Similarly, when you say that I wanted to go for ranking and performances, go for funnel, right? You want to see correlations, then go for scatter plot. I can just understand this is a list, right? The list is something where your comparison or trend, or you want to see the percentage, or it is maps, or it can be correlation. Depending upon the data what you want to visualize, you need to select the right chart. And my suggestion is, no one would be very keen that if you make colorful charts. People in a high level are more interested to get the insight out of your data. As an analyst, you must be responsible to present the right data with right chart, which we see practically in the hands-on. But on a high level, you need to understand data is categorical, data is continuous. Categorical is something on a category, continuous is numerical values. Depending upon the data, we need to select the right chart. Let us step into practicals. We'll get back and revise once again. Thank you.
So we got to know that what are the important of charts we have, why charts are important, and introduction on charts. So we'll go to practicals now. So key types of charts and their applications. So we have inbuilt Power BI charts. Most of the time in any analysis we have two kinds of analysis. One will be bivariant analysis and one will be univariant analysis. Bivariant analysis nothing but you are comparing one variable with other. That's what you are doing. A univariant analysis is getting the data in one, getting the visuals in one single variables. That will be the two types of analysis you have. So you guys got to know that why charts are important, like it simplifies the complex data and identify the trends and patterns and outliers, and it will enhance your data driven decision making, so making presentation and reports more engaging. That's where charts comes into picture. So Power BI will be better for doing all the charts and all the visuals in current industry, because it will be very interactive and dynamic charts, and it will be easy customization and formatting, and you can do seamless integration with other Microsoft tools as well. So the thing is, first we'll again import the data from Excel workbook. So we already did the cleaning part, so I'm just loading the tables here. I don't want to clean it again, so I'm loading the data set directly in Power BI. So it's taking time to load. There are 700 rows are there. So basically in any data set you'll get two kinds of data. One will be categorical data and one will be continuous or transactional data. Here if you can see, this is the sales data set, financial data set. There we have segment, country, product, discount band, and these are all the categorical data, and only sold, manufacturing price, gross sales, discount sales, cost of GS, profit. These are all the numerical data, and date, month name, and month number, year. These are all the categorical data again. So here all the inbuilt visuals in Power BI works on both the bivariant and some of them works on bivariant and some of them works on univariant analysis. Like we have first visuals here, that's the bar and column chart. So you can compare data across any categories. That will be with your bar and column charts here. We have stack charts and we have cluster charts. So the difference between bar and the column charts are, the bar chart is horizontal, best for long categorical names. If you have a long categorical names, you can use bar graphs. If you want to use best for time series with fewer categories, then you'll go for column charts. So I'll just show the first bar graph here. So see, I said I have two kinds of data here, categorical and numerical data. I have to analyze my data using bar graph or column charts. I have to compare my data across any categorical data here. So when I said bar chart is best for long categorical names, if you have the larger names for your categories, and column chart is best for time series with some fewer categories. So I'm selecting now the country in y-axis to see the sales. I'm dragging and dropping that sales. This is the sales based on the country. I'm analyzing sales based on the country categorical data here. So if this is not enough, you have to compare, you have to format this visuals, any kind of visuals in Power BI. Beautification is must, formatting that visuals is must. So see, this is the, I have dragged and dropped the first categorical data and I have dragged and dropped the numerical data for it to analyze my sales on my country. After that, what I have to do is I have to format it. I have to select that visual and I have to use that in visualization pane, that is format your visual. I have to select that first. See, in y-axis I have selected country, those values I have, and in x-axis I have selected sales, and sum of sales I have selected. So aggregation is sum I have used here. You can change that aggregation. You can right click on that and you can change the aggregation to average, minimum, maximum, count or distinct count, or median, variance. You can change it to anything of your choice. If you want to rename and all, you have to format it now. So y-axis I've enabled, that's why it's showing the y-axis option here. So if you want to change the formatting for that values of y-axis, if you want to increase the font, and if you want to change the color of that, you can change it with whatever the color of your choice. There is a wide range of colors is there. You can select whichever you want from the formatting here, and you can customize it based on the sales now. That also you can do. And switch position, if you want to switch that y-axis to right side, you can do that. And concatenate label, it won't concatenate. It could concatenate country with United States of America. It won't do, so it's very abstract. No need to do that. And title, it's showing country. If you want to change that in any font or something, you can manually type it here, the country name or any y-axis name, and you can show only to title here because it's not numerical data to provide units for it. You can show only title for it. So I can again change the formatting for that country, the title for y-axis, and I can increase the font, or I can make it settle for 12 itself, or I can change the color again. And minimum category height is for bar graph, so you can increase it or decrease it. If you want to see that in one single visual without scrolling it, make sure you have minimum category height within 20 to 30, so it will be better. So this is for your y-axis. Then same goes for x-axis. So in any bivariant analysis, in any bivariant visuals, you'll get almost x-axis and y-axis, and the same formatting goes for everything. Like, since it's in x-axis, you have numerical data here. It's showing the range here. Let it be auto, minimum and maximum range. By default, it will create that range based on the data you have in your model. So let it be there as it is. So again, you can choose one more format for that. X-axis values, I'm changing the format, font size and font style, and you can make it bold or italic or underline for that particular values, and I can change the color for that. And it's showing the data in million based on my sales. If you want that to be displayed in billions, trillions or thousands, you can change that. Or if you are providing none, then it will be exact value will get 50 lakhs or something you are getting here. That you can do. If you want to show that in million, by default it will select. If you want to change it, you can do changes in display units of values here. And if you want to provide decimal places for it, then it will be 5.0 million, like that. And title for that, it's sales. I wanted to type, so I'll just change that to sales. That's what you can do. After that, if you want to show the title only, or you want to provide the units also, then you can provide show both sales in millions, since it's a numerical data. And I can apply the font size and style for your sales based on how you apply for country. And this is what for your x and y axis. This is same for all the bivariant visuals here. X axis, y axis will be the same. And again, legends and small multiples are not there because you have to apply the data on legend and small multiples. I'll do that after this. So you have to select grid lines. If you want the grid lines for your visual, it's already enabled vertical grid lines based on the horizontal bar graphs here. You can change that line style to solid, dashed, or you can customize it based on that. And scale by width, if you want to provide, if you want to increase that width, you can see the grid lines now. Grid lines for your visual. Otherwise, you can remove that also if you want to see the normal visual here. And zoom slider, if you want to zoom your data based on your numerical data, you can zoom it. And again, bars. So these are the bar graph since it's horizontal data. So if you want to change the color for different bar, you can select that category first, and you can change the color for that particular category. And you can select Canada and change the Canada color for it, and you can select all the things France, and you can, since I have the 5 countries here, I can change the color for France. And again, I can click on more colors and change the color for that. And again, I can select other 2 things, Germany, and I can provide a different color for different bars as well. If you want transparency, you can reduce it. For only Germany it's applying now because I have selected the category called Germany. If you want to apply for all, you can click on apply all, then make it reduce your transparency. Otherwise, you have it in the same color. And if you want to for the bar graph, if you want to border for it, you can provide. If you are providing match bar color, then it will match the bar color with the border, so you won't be able to see those things. So I'm changing it. You can see the border now for your bar graph. It's in black color now. That's what you are providing. After this, layout, if you want to have the space between categories, that is your bar graph width, so you can change it. And ribbon chart, there's one more thing, it shows the connection between each and every data here. If you are enabling this ribbon chart, we have one more visual in Power BI, that is something called ribbon chart, to show the connection between the one data to other data. And again, data labels, this is very much important to enabling the data labels here. So if you are enabling data labels, you can see Mexico is having 20.9 million sale, and highest is United States of America, which is having 25.0 million sales. So if you want to increase the data label, also in data labels there is values based on the x-axis you have provided here, that is sales. And if you want, you can increase that font to see that data labels clearly, and you can change the color, font color also, and you can provide the display units in millions, thousands, or none. You can provide to see the data exactly based on the requirement. Maybe I'll represent it in millions because I have the data in millions here. And if there is any blank, it will show it in 0 by default. If you want again extra details on that particular data, you can drag and drop any other data here and paste it for that details. You have to enable first, then you have to drag and drop the discount. Now you can see 2.2 million discount this country has. So you're providing one more information, one more detailed data for each and every country here. Not only sales you are getting, you are able to get discount also now. That's what you are getting now. Again, background for your visuals, background for your data labels, you can provide with any color or with any transparency level you can provide. And whether you want it in single line or multi-line, since you have provided two digits, you can provide it in two data labels you have, so you can provide it in multi-line or in single line, or alignment in left or right, that you can make horizontal alignment in this. So left, right, or center you can make. Let it be center to see first one is sales it's displaying, second one data it's displaying discounts here. That's what with the data labels here for this bar graph. And again, plot area background, if you want to provide if you want to upload any image for that particular visual, you can upload. Only for that particular image it will upload. You can fit it or fill it for only the data background you are getting here. And transparency you can reduce or increase it. That's what you can do. And again, if you don't want this in a data background, this is the basic formatting things, but general option for every visuals are seen. For increasing the size of your visual and width of your visual, if you want to align it, you can do this. And the position, if you want to align your visuals, these are the best option. Vertical alignment and horizontal alignment to align and stuff. Otherwise you can align directly by dragging and aligning. You can do that instead of positions. And title, it's showing sales by country. You can change the title. I can say sales by country. And this is heading 3, and you can have that in any font, and you can change the text color for it in any text color, sales by country. And you can provide a background also for it. And you can say align that in center, that also you can do. This is a heading for your visuals now. And subtitle, if you want to provide, you can provide the subtitle as well. Otherwise, if you are providing subtitle, you can provide a divider for it and spacing for it. Since I'm not providing anything, I'm just moving to effects. Effects, its background is in white color. You can change it to any other color of your choice. And visual border, now if you can see the visual, if you click outside, there is no border for it. You can select that visual and you can provide the border for that. you can go to effects and you can provide the border for it. And if you want the rounded corners for your visual, you can provide the rounded corners for your visual. And in general option again of data format you can apply the text. It's in text only, no need to provide again the countries in text. Otherwise you can format it the data types for based on the categorical and multiple data you have presented in that particular visual. And headers icon, whenever you hover over on the any visual, there is three things. One is to focus it, one is to if you have applied any filter to see that, and one is to export the data and show this as a table. To do all these things we have headers icon. If you want to format that for the background color for it or border for that and icons color here, that also you can do. And make sure you have all the icons enabled here to apply the features of small narratives like smart narratives. If you click on, it will show what's the data or details narratives. It will show, it is saying United or States of America is having the highest sales. That's what it's showing. So it's only displaying and describing what's happening in that visual. If you're enabling your smart narratives here, that's with bar graph. And any of the bar graph, if you are selecting same thing, same option, you'll get to analyze. Some of the extra features will be there, but most of the things are same. And legend to further split your data with by using any other categorical data you can do. For example, I'm selecting legend on discount band. You can see legends, it's splitting each and every discount band on each and every country, and you can format that legends as well. If you want it in top left to display that your legend, or bottom right, or center left, center right, bottom left, wherever you want you can provide, or center left if they have the large data in legends, you can do that. And if you're not able to see that legend, you can increase that font size and font style. You can change the font style and increase the font size, and you can change the color of your font. And you can see that blue color will be high data, dark blue is low data, and purple color is none, medium is in color of orange. That's the differentiation you are able to get here. That's what with the legends, you're further describing your country by sales by using discount band. You're further splitting that. That's what with legend. If not legend, you can provide that in small multiples, so it will split your data, your particular sum of sales by country in 4 terms, because I have small multiples enabled here. So discount band has 4 things in my data set, that is high, low, and medium, none. So you can have, it's differentiating high data in one part and differentiating low discount band, only having all the countries of low discount band with the sales. It's further splitting here. And here this is the medium data for the country of sales, and this is the none data of country of the sales. That's how you can have the small tooltips here, small multiples. So again, this is not that. So you have multiple visuals options here. You can do customization of your visual, custom visuals also you can create. And you have line charts for monitoring the website traffic patterns, or to get the data over time periods, that also you can do. And we have donut chart and pie charts for analyzing the customer demographics by age group, or this is to display proportion of the old data. We use donut chart and pie chart. And area chart to show the cumulative trends over time. That's the best option. So analyzing total sales or growth over multiple years, you can use line chart and area chart. And we have scatter plots. Scatter plots visualize the relationship between two numerical variables, and it's best for getting the data difference correlation between any sales or profit, something like that, like advertising spends and sales. And combo charts, this two are called combo charts, which is combination of your line chart with the column charts. That will be called as combo chart. It is better to display the sales in bar and profit margin in line together, that you can do in combo charts. And again, you have card visual slicer for dynamically applying the filters on that particular visual you can use, and map visual to represent geographical data you have. And we have KPI visual to analyze the trends, to analyze the targets we have. And we have card visual to get aggregation of all the data we have. That's how you can work on with Power BI. So, and we have Q&A visuals to ask natural language questions in Power BI. It will create the visuals based on it. And we have Python also. You can import the Matplotlib and get the visuals, heat map and all. That's all we have. So best practices in you have to keep charts simple and focused. Use the right chart type for the data story and maintain the consistency with your color, fonts and formats. So most of the time in real world use cases, they'll track sales performance by region or monitor revenue trends and expenses breakdown, and analyze campaign performance by channel, and monitor patient statistics or resource utilization. That's what it will be.
So now we have understood what kind of charts has to be used where, and we have also understood about how to work on the charts and how to work on the different visuals. If you want to become much more expert in visuals and graphs, I would really suggest you to go for drill down, drill through, which is a very important topic. Drill down and drill through to work on visuals. In the upcoming sessions, we'll also understand about how to work on filters. Just to give a glance once again, you can't randomly keep using the charts how you want. We need to understand the data is either a categorical data or continuous data. To revise once again, if you're using the comparison, if you want to do comparison, go for bar chart and column chart. If you want to show the trending lines or to show the trend, then you need to go for line chart or area chart. Similarly, when you say that you want to go for proportions, right, you need to go for pie chart, donut chart. Or if you want to go for understanding about the ranking, how to work on the different type of ranks, okay, or subcategories like kind of grades, then you can go for funnel charts. And if you want to go for correlations, you can go for scatter plot. This is something which you need to keep in mind whenever someone asks, even in interviews as well, while you have been working on the graphs. This is very important thing which you need to keep in your mind. Randomly, we can't keep using the graphs how we want. Depends on the situation and the need, right? And one more tip, do not add so much of colors while doing the chart. We have to follow the company logo and the theme to make sure that your charts follow the company's logo and the company theme. That is how you need to keep in mind, right? So to understand much more better, go for drill down and drill through. So even in interviews, when you say that, when someone asks you, have you worked on the charts, can you tell me what are the different charts, you can just name it. They can ask you what kind of charts is used where. This is how you need to answer these questions, right? So they can also ask you, have you worked on different type of filters? You'll be learning in upcoming sessions. They can ask you drill down and drill through. You say you need to have hands-on in that. Probably in this video we are not covering drill down and drill through, right? And just keep ready for the upcoming videos. Meet you again soon. Thank you.